And the fight that everyone wants to see at 168, Benavidez, Canelo, Alvarez, how do you think that would go?
I don't know, but that's the fight I want to see. That's because I don't know. I think youth and the energy of Benavidez might give him the advantage, but Canelo's been a great fighter for a long time.
Abbas here for iBoxingHub. I'm joined by Dave Coldwell. Dave, how are you doing?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Not too bad. I've seen you at shows before. I think this is the first time I've come, done a little interview with yourselves. Because normally you're in the crowd just enjoying it, so it's just like... But since you're here, we might as well do. I know everything's been ripped apart, but we're here at the GBM show. How was it for you tonight?
I've enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I was lucky enough to be working for it for DAZN, so I had the best seat in the house. But yeah, it's been a really good show. The matchmaking was spot on. The production's been fantastic. Yeah, GBM have done a great show.
Are you surprised with, in the 2.5-3 year span that they've been formed, that they've been able to do shows like this? Because obviously Eddie was here as well.
No, I'm not surprised at all, because I know Izzy and I know what his plan was, and we spoke a lot, you know, and he's assembled a good team and he's backed himself and he's run with it. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me, but I'm pleased for him. I am pleased for him.
Who was your standout star from the show?
Ryan Walsh.
Okay. Not Shakur Thompson?
Yeah, Shaquille as well, but Ryan Walsh, the fight, he was, you know, he's a 38-year-old man. You know, he's been inactive and everything. That was a standout performance for me. Shaquille, without doubt, in terms of the home fighters, the GBM fighters, being main event, the pressure of main event in his home setting, in an arena, the production that was fantastic, the crowd making so much noise, to be able to hold himself together in a fight, what's to step up against a guy that's coming to try and knock you out, I thought he was fantastic, really was.
I was going to say, sometimes fighters have one performance where you look and you're like strap the rocket ship on them and push them to the moon. Is this that type of performance for Shaquille, do you think, going forward? I think Izzy's obviously spoke about it before, where he wants to get him in the big fights. This is what they need to do now, and then obviously get him more known to other boxing fans that may not necessarily tune into GBM at this present moment.
This is his platform. Breakout fights tonight, and now you just got to build on that. You know, it's not about rushing him into massive hard fights, you know, top level fights, but the next level fights, you know. People who've been champion, you know, former British champions, people like that. You know, Nathan Eni would be a good fight for him. Yeah, guys like that.
And in terms of obviously the global landscape of boxing, I've been a boxing fan for a while. I feel like, for me personally, this is the best we've seen boxing in terms of being able to work with different promoters together and making fights. What's your thoughts on the collaboration side of boxing and His Excellency?
It's only great for boxing. Yeah. You think about what Turki Al-Sheik's done and how he's brought bitter rivals together. You know, we're getting the best fights in the game. You know, everybody's working together, and he's even bringing the Americans to work alongside and just put the shows together. And worldwide, we're getting the best fights now, so it's only great for the sport.
And just last week, we have to touch on it a little bit. 96,000, 98,000. I'm not sure necessarily the figure, but record attendance.
Yeah.
Obviously, we saw the outcome with how it turned out. In terms of a rematch, do you feel like it's the right move for AJ? Because personally, I don't as well, but I'd like for you to elaborate.
No, I don't think it's the right move at all. I think he needs to. I would like him to wait and see what happens with Fury and Usyk, and then try and get the Fury fight done. Because otherwise, we're not going to see it. If he gets knocked out again, we ain't going to see that fight. If either of them get knocked out again, really. But that's the fight I want to see, to be honest.
When you look at Daniel Dubois, for the age that he is, being 27, he's had some setbacks. Being able to come back, so shows a lot about his character.
Yeah.
In the era of the heavyweight division we're in, obviously the guys that are, you could say, quote unquote, on top commercially, they're on the back end of the ages.
Yeah.
Is it right now Daniel Dubois' time to really be the big future star of heavyweight boxing?
Could well be. You know, he's in a very strong position. He looks fantastic, but he's still very young. We're about when the elite drop off and they retire and they've gone. We're in a really interesting phase in the heavyweight division. The next generation of fighters are going to come through, because you're still going to have someone like Joseph Parker around, because he's still young. You know, you're going to have your Huey Furies, you're going to have your Dubois, then whoever's from America or wherever. You've got Moses Atuma coming through. So we're going to be in an interesting period. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it pans out.
I just want to quickly pick your brain on 2 fantasy fights. Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis. Tell me how you think that would go.
I think Shakur Stevenson would outbox him, although Tank can knock me out at any moment. But I think Shakur would box very, very safety first. His judgment of distance would have Tank missing, and I think he'd beat him on points.
And the fight that everyone wants to see at 168, Benavidez, Canelo, Alvarez, how do you think that would go?
I don't know, but that's the fight I want to see. That's because I don't know. I think youth and the energy of Benavidez might give him the advantage, but Canelo's been a great fighter for a long time.
I don't know if you can see my face, but that one hurts me for you to say that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Finally, just want to wrap up. We had a press conference with Bivol and Beterbiev, and that's the next big undisputed
You
fight.
can ask me who's going to win. I don't know because I keep changing mind. So
I'm going to ask you this: is it going the distance then?
I think Bivol could beat him on points, but I think if it's the other way around, I don't see Beterbiev beating him. I've seen him knocking him out.
Okay. Is that?
If Beterbiev lands often enough to be winning on points, then I think he stops him.
Okay, no, I hear that. I feel like that's what a lot of the consensus is. I will say this: I think people are just underestimating just a little bit Beterbiev's boxing skill.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he can't. I'm not saying he can't outbox Bivol. I'm saying if he's hitting with his strength and his power, if he's hitting Bivol that amount of times to be out pointing, outboxing Bivol, Bivol's not going to still be standing.
Okay, no, I understand. Thank you for your time, David. I'll let you get on. Great night, and hopefully see you in future events.
Nice one, mate. Cheers.